Welcome to Brainetainment, your one-stop channel for all things fascinating and mind-boggling. We're here to feed your curiosity, to expand your understanding, and to delve into the mysteries of the world around us. Our mission is to make science accessible and entertaining, one intriguing topic at a time. And speaking of intriguing, have you ever wondered why that ice cream can make your head feel like it's in a vice grip? Today's topic is something we've all experienced but probably never understood: brain freeze. Ever wondered why you get a sudden headache after eating ice cream too quickly? That's what we call a brain freeze. Brain freeze, scientifically known as sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia, is something many of us have experienced. It's that brief, intense pain you feel after having a cold drink or food too quickly. But don't worry, there's no actual freezing involved, despite the name. It's a phenomenon that's also commonly known as an ice cream headache. Now you might be wondering, why does this happen? Well, the human body is a fascinating piece of machinery. It's designed to maintain a stable internal environment, a state known as homeostasis. When you introduce something cold too quickly, like a big scoop of your favorite ice cream, you're essentially throwing a spanner in the works. The sudden cold sensation in the roof of your mouth triggers a rapid response from your body. It's like an emergency alarm going off, alerting your body that something is out of balance. In response, your body tries to warm up the affected area. This is where the brain freeze or ice cream headache comes in. Your body's response involves dilating the blood vessels in your brain. It's like when you turn up the heat in your house when it's cold outside. The thermostat triggers the heating system and the temperature goes up. Similarly, your body dilates the blood vessels to increase blood flow and thus heat to the affected area. This rapid change in blood flow can lead to a quick, sharp pain that we perceive as a brain freeze. It's a kind of self-defense mechanism of the body, but this pain doesn't usually last long, typically disappearing after a few seconds or minutes. So, it's not actually your brain freezing, but what causes this sensation then? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the science behind brain freeze in the next part of this video. The science behind brain freeze is actually quite fascinating. Imagine a sunny day. You're enjoying a generous scoop of your favorite ice cream and suddenly you're hit with a sharp, throbbing pain in your forehead. This is the notorious brain freeze, also known as an ice cream headache, a phenomenon that most of us have experienced at some point. So what's the science behind this headache-inducing sensation? Well, it all boils down to a sudden change in temperature at the back of your throat, near a cluster of nerves called the sphenopalatine ganglion. When you gulp down something freezing like a slushie or an ice cream, the upper part of your throat, particularly the area behind your nose and near your trigeminal nerve, experiences a rapid, extreme drop in temperature. Your body, in an attempt to maintain a stable temperature, responds to this sudden chill by rushing warm blood to the area. This rapid influx of warm blood causes your anterior cerebral artery, one of the main arteries that supplies oxygen to your brain, to dilate. This dilation is the body's way of rushing heat to the affected area in an attempt to regulate temperature. This sudden change in the size of the blood vessels triggers pain receptors in the outer covering of your brain, known as the meninges, which causes a rapid onset severe headache that we associate with brain freeze. Oddly enough, the pain is not actually in your brain. Your brain doesn't have any pain receptors. Instead, the pain is referred. That means it's perceived in a location different from its actual source. The sudden dilation and contraction of blood vessels is what's causing the pain, but your brain interprets this as a pain in your forehead. Now you might be wondering, why does the pain disappear so quickly? The answer lies in the body's remarkable ability to regulate temperature. As soon as your body perceives that the temperature at the back of your throat is returning to normal, the anterior cerebral artery constricts back to its original size, easing the pain. This entire process typically lasts for less than a minute. Although it might feel like an eternity when you're clutching your forehead in agony, it's actually a relatively short period of time. The brain freeze phenomenon is a classic example of how the human body, in all its complexity, responds to changes in its external environment. It's a protective mechanism, a part of our body's survival instinct, which seeks to maintain a stable internal environment despite the rapid changes happening outside. So the next time you're enjoying your favorite ice cream, remember to take it slow to avoid triggering a brain freeze. It's not just about savoring the flavor, but also about giving your body the time it needs to adjust to the temperature change. After all, who wants to mar a perfect ice cream moment with a brain freeze? So, is this sudden jolt of pain dangerous? You might find yourself asking this question, especially if you've ever experienced the sharp, throbbing ache of a brain freeze. But before you start worrying, let's get one thing straight. Brain freeze, while certainly uncomfortable, is not harmful. Brain freeze, or sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia, to give it its scientific name, is simply your body's natural reaction to a rapid temperature change. Imagine you're eating an ice cream on a hot summer day. As the cold ice cream hits the roof of your mouth, your body senses this sudden drop in temperature. In response, the blood vessels in your palate instantly contract, a process known as vasoconstriction. This is your body's way of preserving heat. Now, as the ice cream begins to warm your mouth, these blood vessels then rapidly expand or vasodilate to increase blood flow and bring the temperature back to normal. This swift contraction and expansion of blood vessels triggers the nerve endings in your palate, which then send a pain signal to your brain. And voila, you've got yourself a brain freeze. But here's the good news. This entire process is very brief, typically lasting no more than 20 to 30 seconds. Moreover, it doesn't cause any lasting damage to your brain or your body. It's just a temporary discomfort that subsides as quickly as it comes on. So while you might feel like your brain is freezing, rest assured it's not really happening. Your brain is perfectly insulated and protected within your skull, and a little ice cream isn't going to change that. In fact, this whole process is a testament to how remarkable our bodies are, capable of adapting to changes in our environment in a matter of seconds. It's a small inconvenience for a larger purpose, maintaining our body's internal balance or homeostasis. So the next time you're enjoying a cold treat and you feel that familiar pang in your head, remember it's just your body doing its job. Brain freeze is a fleeting discomfort, not a cause for concern. Now that we know what causes brain freeze, can we prevent it? The answer is yes, and there's a handful of simple yet effective ways to do this. Firstly, pace yourself when consuming cold foods or drinks. Rushing through a frozen dessert is a surefire way to trigger a sudden brain freeze. So, slow down, enjoy your ice cream or smoothie, and give your body the chance to adjust to the temperature change. Next, try to keep the cold stuff at the front of your mouth, away from the roof of your mouth. This minimizes the rapid cooling of your palate, reducing the chances of a brain freeze. But what if, despite your best efforts, you still end up with a brain freeze? Don't worry, there's a quick fix for that too. When you feel that familiar icy stab in your head, press your tongue against the roof of your mouth. The warmth of your tongue can help counteract the sudden cold, calming down your overreacting nerves and blood vessels. Remember, brain freeze isn't a sign of any serious health issue. It's simply your body's quirky reaction to a rapid temperature change in your mouth. So don't let the fear of brain freeze stop you from enjoying your favorite chili treats. So, armed with this knowledge, you can enjoy your cold treats without the fear of brain freeze. That's all for today's episode on brain freeze. We've dived deep into the icy waters of this intriguing phenomenon. From understanding what it is to exploring the science behind it, we've discovered that, while momentarily discomforting, brain freeze isn't harmful. We've also shared some tips on how to prevent and cure it. Handy information for the next time you decide to indulge in your favorite frozen treat. Remember, the aim of Brainetainment is to make learning fun and engaging. We unravel the mysteries of the human body, delve into the depths of our universe, and explore the wonders of technology. Each episode is a journey of discovery, a voyage into the unknown, and an invitation to see the world in a new light. So if you've enjoyed this expedition into the world of brain freeze, and you're keen to embark on more enlightening adventures, don't forget to subscribe to Brainetainment.